Hold on, stop. Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Okay, boomer.
Damn millennials. Wow.
Did not know that. Even flirters who are obviously mentally ill. You want to be my wife?
Oh, this is going to go downhill real quick.
What is going on? And welcome to Take on the World with
Johnny been wrong.
and Mikey be right. So we were just having a little off-air discussion on how wrong Johnny is and how absolutely right I am.
I've heard things. I remember things. And apparently I get things wrong from time to time.
It doesn't happen often, dude.
It happens a lot.
You do correct me an awful lot. Not that
Whoa, Johnny, jump ahead.
Not that I was wrong, just that I may have been mistaken. And
well, listen, we get those things stuck in our heads.
Yes,
right?
we do.
And like you have
notorious?
Farvius.
Nefarious?
You're notorious for doing that. And
Nefarious?
I'm like, I fucking told you. You're like, no. You never come back and said, you're right.
I have said...
Like what? Like once.
Maybe you are correct. As well as me. So we just had a little discussion about our topic upcoming today. And but let's talk about Johnny's day.
I don't want to talk about my day.
Johnny has been wrong all day, apparently.
Yeah. Just one of those days.
Now, were you wrong, or is it the...
No, I wasn't wrong.
The appearance by someone that you were wrong?
No, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't right. The other person wasn't wrong or right. It was just just a clash of minds. And there's many ways to skin a cat, so to speak. Right?
Yes.
But I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. And it started with my drive to work. And you know how that drive to work is down Route 61.
Mm-hmm.
And you're cruising along at 60 miles an hour and bam, red light.
Yeah, I hit everyone on the way home today.
Bam,
every single one.
Bam, red light. So through fucking 20 miles of towns, red light, red light, red light, red light. And you stop at the red light. There's no crossing cars going. And I believe they just do it to slow you down through 61. So because people speed like a fuck down there.
Now, on my way to work today, because I stopped for breakfast and I had breakfast with Jack and Jason.
Oh, you had that?
It always goes good.
Fucking awesome.
Always goes good.
That's fucking awesome.
I like seeing those.
You
guys.
have an add-on.
Yes. I only hit one red light till we got to the diner.
Yeah. Every once in a while you make it through and you hit one or two red lights.
The other morning, I made it all the way through until I got to the red church.
That's unheard of.
At Palisades.
That is unheard of.
All the way through.
That's like the golden ticket. You're like, oh.
I think there's only like 3 times ever in 32 years that I've made it all the way without hitting a red light.
So I was totally thinking of you this morning because you take the other road.
Oh, you got behind a bus, didn't you?
Every fucking day.
That's why I stopped going that way.
I know you go that way, but like I don't like going that way because it's longer.
It seems longer. It may be a minute or two longer, but once you get behind a bus, it ain't longer.
So if I leave, it's like a matter of like 2 or 3 minutes. And then I get down that one specific road. I'm coming down across the river.
I know. And that bus rushes to pull out in front of you.
Number 6 or 9 right in front of me. I'm like, are you kidding me?
And they do it like you're going to hold them up.
So they slow down on a road that no kids would ever be on with their lights flashing. I'm like, there's no kids on this road.
Oh, they have to stop for every railroad track.
No, it's past the road. Well, they stop at the railroad track in town.
Yep.
For like 10 minutes.
Not 10 minutes.
It's
technically, they're supposed to shut their engine down, open their door, listen, start the engine, close the door, and go.
I feel that whole thing is so stupid.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't I disagree with you. I don't disagree with that law.
I think it's stupid.
I don't want kids to get crushed by a train.
Well, I don't either, but
Apparently you do. Apparently you're okay.
What had happened?
What had happened was
they stopped at a train track, and their ass end was. They stopped at a stop sign after a train track. Their ass end was hanging over on the train track.
Oh, see, you can't do that.
Exactly. Why would you have anything designed that way? So now it's like nobody in the world stops at a train track but a bus. Okay, we all know that fucking train is not coming unless the fucking arms come down and it's flashing. So wouldn't
do you ever see the movie Speed 2?
Yeah. Would you rather just fly through the thing or stop on the train tracks, open the doors and be like, no train coming, slowly start your engine, right? And go and boom, get hit by a train.
I just go by the Johnny Cash method.
Anyway,
I hear the train a coming.
It is what it is.
It's coming around the bend.
We're expected. I'll stop at but every fucking 2 feet, they stop and pick up a kid.
Oh, I know. That drives me crazy.
And I'm like,
why can't you have a central bus stop? We had to walk to a central bus stop.
I didn't have a bus stop. I was too close to the school. Like, you walk your ass to the school.
When I went to school in Allentown, I had to walk from the top of South Mountain down to South Mountain Middle School, and it was a mile. And it was uphill both ways in the snow.
You got your snowshoes on?
No, I had to wear cardboard wrapped around my feet.
Anyway, so I get really, I keep wanting to go the way that you go, but I'm like, I'm going to beat that damn.
You're not going to beat it. You're not going to beat it.
And it's always like within a minute or two, because if I leave early, 5 minutes early, I'll beat it. But if I'm within like that 5 minute period, I won't beat the train.
Let's talk about
the school bus.
Let's talk about something happy. How you like that steam beer?
Yeah, steam beer is delicious. So that's good.
So anybody local,
he needs to keep that one on tap.
It's not going to be. Once this is done, it won't be on again until next year. But Why? He will do this one again. That's how he does his rotation.
I'm going to have to talk with him.
Well, now that they have 14 taps, he's going to have some regular stuff on tap.
Which should be this?
No. Unfortunately.
You disagree, or you think?
Oh, no, I think it should be.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of beers that he makes I think should be.
Like, yeah, I agree. I can't remember them all.
I could come up with 14 of them. Unfortunately, he doesn't make just beer for just me.
Right.
I was going to get the black IPA.
I never tried that oyster beer.
Oh, the oyster beer was so good, dude.
I didn't. I was scared of it.
I was too at first. Like, I was like, what the hell is an oyster beer? But he's actually in the running for the best rated oyster beer on Untappd nationwide.
No shit.
Yes.
Wow.
I think he needs just a couple more top ratings on Untappd, and he's got it.
Huh.
So anyway, that's my. I'm just gonna give a little commercial because I'm not getting paid for this, but my favorite local brewery here is Coppers. Coppers with a Z. It's not Copper Z. It's Coppers spelled with a Z.
Spelled out COPPERZ
Brewing Company.
Coppers. Yes, fantastic.
In Hamburg, PA. Check it out. I get nothing for this except for enjoyment when I see a smile on your face drinking the beer. So before we get into this, I'm going to enjoy this beer. Let's just take a second to enjoy this. And we're back. And my glass is almost empty now, so.
Yeah, it is.
But we have one more from there to try.
That brew is delicioso.
We have the Pivo Czech Lager. Or Czech Pilsner, I'm sorry.
I was just about to say, is that a Pilsner?
It's a Pilsner, you're right. My bad. I was wrong.
I don't know.
I was wrong, and John was right.
I only because my buddy used to talk about having a Czech Pilsner. So I associated the word Czech with Pilsner.
So Czech
You know what I'm
Pilsners are funny with me. Some of them I really love, and some of them just have too much of a skunky taste for me.
Sure. Is that like a Heine? Is that a Pilsner?
Is Heine a Pilsner? I don't know.
I love a cold Heine every now and then.
I'm not sure. Anyway, so our topic today is the Kursk. It's a Russian submarine, and there was an appalling accident on that sub. And I'm not joking when I say that. Being in the Navy, this is a submariner's worst nightmare. August 12th of 2000.
Dude, I thought this was way
Oh,
in the 80s.
This is end of the Cold War.
Did the Cold War went that long?
Well, this was the very end of the Cold War. The Cold War was cooling down, but
It's like the Warm War.
it was warming up.
Okay.
It wasn't hot. It wasn't freezing like it was 60s, 70s, and 80s and mid 90s. So this is the very end. But a lot built up. There's still a lot of mistrust between Russia and a lot of the world.
And there still is to this day.
Yeah, to this day. There's no trust. So everybody plays nice. They play in the same sandbox, but there's no real trust. So this is known as one of the most infamous naval disasters in the modern era. It resulted in the loss of life of all 118 crew members. So it's horrible thing. The thing about this was the Kursk was an Oscar II class sub. The funny thing is, so that's how like the U.S. and Great Britain and the UN designate this an Oscar II class, but the Russian designation for this was, what was it? Ante class?
I don't know.
Ante. It was Ante. I was trying to get the translation, and we had a little discussion on it, the translation of it, but Google translated from Russian to English, and it said Ante.
It was like this sexy girl.
Well, I had that on purpose. It's the only girl who would talk to me. So Ante class.
I don't know.
So
I thought it was Antov.
Right. And it wasn't.
We agreed it was
Ante.
So
the history of the word Ante goes back to Greek mythology. Antinous was known as a
you okay there, buddy?
Greek mythology, known as a giant of the son of Poseidon, the god of the ocean, and the earth goddess Gaia. And his strength came from the earth. So he was known to be invincible as long as he was touching the earth. The minute he wasn't touching the earth, he became
sinkable.
I don't know why you name
a
whole class of submarines that never go on land.
You're going to be known as a sinkable class. I don't know, man. Russians are like that whole Eastern thought mentality is just like sad.
Yeah.
Or like just realistic. Like, yeah, you're going to die in this thing.
Yeah, he said wrestling match. Travelers passing through the land to wrestling matches and was unbeatable because his strength was renewed whenever he touched the ground.
So
it said
every now and then they just
the Greek hero
Run that sub aground.
Antinous by lifting him.
Boom.
Oh, the Greek hero Hercules ultimately defeated him by lifting him off the ground, breaking his connection to the earth, crushing him in a bear hug there, thus overcoming his source of invincibility. So if he had just taken him in the water, he could have just hold his nose shut and so I just thought that was humorous. I think the only humorous
Sure.
that's the only humorous thing about this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they were conducting naval exercises. So there was a lot of political stuff going on in Russia at the time.
A lot of change.
Yeah, change in leadership.
A lot of change in America too.
Vladimir
Am I wrong?
Putin just had come in power.
Putin.
Putin. Rasputin.
Putin.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin.
Poot.
Yeah, Putin had just come into power a few years before that, and he was showing off his military might is basically what he was doing, and they were in the Barents Sea, which is just that was Russia's North Fleet, I think. So the Kursk was a nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine, not an attack sub. Big, huge. Can you imagine the size of this thing? This thing was
no, I can't. What
as
was
long as 2 jetliners.
Oh my God, it's huge.
It's
Okay.
5 stories tall.
Did it say how many men? I mean, it's very secretive, but how many men were
118.
118?
Yeah. This
That's
was
a lot of guys.
This was the peak of Russian naval technology at the time. It had a double hull design, which made it almost unsinkable. It was considered the Titanic of submarines for the Russian Navy. The outer hull was high nickel, high chromium stainless steel, and it had an inner pressure hull. The construction gave it exceptional resistance to both corrosion and conventional torpedoes. So even if a torpedo hit this thing and breached the outer hull, which would be very, very hard to do, it would create a hole, and you'd still have the inner pressure hull that would keep it afloat.
Damn.
And keep it operational. So the bow of the submarine was strengthened for ice breaking.
But I always forget, what's the bow? Is at the front?
The very front, yeah.
The aft.
The rear.
What is starboard?
Port is left, starboard's right.
Port is left, starboard is right.
Yes.
I can never remember that. Anywho.
So it had 10 watertight compartments.
So is this their answer to our underwater submarines that are
I'm not sure when
deliver nuclear power?
I'm not sure when the United States
nuclear missiles.
When the U.S.
I'm sure we were ahead of them.
Had the Virginia class submarines.
I could be wrong. We don't know.
Hang on.
But there was that time where they beat us in the space race, and they might have beat us with the submarine class at the time.
So 2009, 2010, the Virginia class submarines. So I don't know what the class was before that, but the Virginia class submarine became the pinnacle of sea.
So that's
sea
like
warfare.
10 years after this.
Yes. Hold on. No. The first 2004. 2004 was the first one.
Okay, so 4 years afterwards. That's enough for them to, well, Johnny Jumpahead's going to slow himself down. Well, that's 4 years afterwards.
So the Kursk was very heavily armed. It carried 24 P-700 Granite supersonic anti-ship cruise missiles, and they could carry either nuclear or conventional warheads. Basically, this submarine was made to go after our aircraft carriers, and the fleets that would the escort fleet that would go with the aircraft carriers. So at one point, this actual sub was shadowing an aircraft carrier, and a joint task force. This is what the Russians were saying. The joint task force had to send up this P-3 Orion to go up there and search for the sub, and they said that the Allies spent millions of dollars, and we tricked them into spending millions of dollars looking for the sub, but the U.S. knew where it was the whole time because they already had a sound signature. Oh, the outer hull of this was rubberized as well, so for you to get a ping on it would be very, very hard because when that kind of radar, ping radar, it hits metal and it comes back, or it goes and hits a hard substance, it comes back. If it hits a soft substance like fish and stuff, the ping doesn't come back the same.
It absorbs it.
It absorbs some of it. It comes back weaker. So if they would ping something rubber under the ocean, they would think it's a fish or something else, or a whale or whatever. And they would not think it's a threat. So, but
dude, can you imagine like being in like government and this tit for tat back and forth?
Yeah, and that's what it was. That's what it was. The whole. Now you were younger than I was in the 80s. You were born in 81, 84, 87, 80, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83.
Yes.
What the fuck did you just say? Fucker.
I just want to make you guess.
So yeah, you didn't know anything about the Cold War, really.
I didn't know anything about my mom's nipple.
Like we grew up, and we were
ducking under the desk. Did you do that shit?
In elementary school we did, and I said crazy. Then this is the stupidest thing ever.
Like the nuclear bomb's not gonna. Oh, it's a school desk. Ain't gonna get it there.
Oh, they're safe. Better go someplace else.
All right. You're all right. You won't die from the fallout.
I don't know how any intelligent child or adult thought that made you safe.
That's what you were fed.
I know. Over and over. In the
50s, I remember that video. They're like, they're like out on a picnic, and boom, the flash happens. They're like, take your picnic blanket and like cover yourself with a picnic blanket. Okay, that's good for like the flash, but you're
not for the bang.
You're still gonna fucking die.
So,
this
was the pinnacle of Russian defense and offense.
So they were obviously we had submarines, World War II afterwards.
Oh yeah,
but was the Kursk? The Russians getting out ahead. I mean, like, okay, we have a nuclear armed submarine, and I think we already established that, and we can hit you anywhere we want.
They thought they were, and we thought we were.
Okay,
and I don't think either side really knew, and that was the part of the Cold War. Neither side really knew what either side had, and when we talked about it on our Talking Plasma UFO podcast, where part of the deal was misinformation to make them think you had something other than what they knew you had.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Or misinformation to think, oh, there's no way they have that. They're just faking this. And then you have something that they have no idea that you had. Either way, the whole thing was a strategic chess match where no one wanted to say checkmate.
Sure. Dude, this is a little side tangent. I don't want to go too much into it. I just heard it. I've heard it before, but I just heard it again today. And the Russians had, I guess, in the Cold War, their nuclear response, which was called the dead hand. And so, say America launched nuclear weapons over into Russia, if their nuclear weapons didn't get a response from their command, it's like AI. They'd be like, okay, we're not getting a response from our command, launch everything. And it was something like 130,000, whatever the fuck it was, a shit ton, everything they had. It would just launch it all at once over to America. So even if they said, like, you guys try and blow us up on the down low, and we don't know about it, we're all killed.
You're gonna die too.
Our shit's gonna launch and fucking kill you anyway.
I saw War Games.
That's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But then whatever I was watching went to say that, like, we were like, oh, well, that's the thing. The U.S. was like, oh, Russia has that. We're going to do something similar.
Yeah. And then two sides have a power outage. Someone launches, and all of a sudden both sides launch everything at each other.
Yeah. So she went and said something like, I guess there's some kind of Geneva Convention. She didn't say that, but there's an agreement, like, you cannot, like, attack a nuclear power plant because you're going to kill the fucking whole world, right?
Right.
And so then she went into, like, Russia has bombed, like, right around a Ukrainian nuclear power plant like 5 times, and they went on backup power. And, like, if they bomb that, like, straight, that nuclear power plant will, like, go down, it'll overreact, and then, like, from Ukraine to Colorado will be uninhabitable.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking scary. So, dude, we're flirting with danger.
Every day. And then in the 80s, that's how both governments felt every single day.
I can't imagine. I was just a little shit stain back then, but, you know, growing up there, I don't necessarily. Yeah, you think it's scary, but you live with it every day. You know, you don't live in fear. Did you?
Well, not necessarily in fear, but we're always like, oh, fuck those Russians.
Yeah.
The perfect example is Stranger Things.
Okay.
The third season, I think, of Stranger Things, when they did the whole Russian thing. Like, that's what we thought was happening all the time.
Sure.
We thought the Russians were trying to invade us, and they had secret bases here, and they were just going to attack. Like that, that had been drilled into us. That you always you had to look for that. You always got to be looking.
Right.
Like, but we were just kids. We don't fucking give a fuck.
Right. Yeah. You just want to be kids. You don't. Yeah. You don't want to be.
Just let us just be kids, and these kids in Stranger Things got caught up in it.
Yeah.
But that's what they always tried to make us think. So the power plant for the Kursk was 2 nuclear reactors. They could stay submerged for 120 days, which now is nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So
we all know, that's common knowledge, that a nuclear class submarine
can stay under it,
operate
as long as there's food on the ship.
Yep, indefinitely.
At that time, theoretically giving a global reach and extended operations without surfacing. They had on board, there were scientific combat communications suites. It was reinforced for Arctic operations. But the thing that was different about this Russian vessel, as opposed to like the German U-boats and the Russian vessels of World War II, and up until this point, usually they were pretty sparse in the way of any kind of comfort. But this vessel actually provided individual cabins for senior officers. And there was amenities such as a gymnasium for the crew. Now, I saw one that's...
We have one kettlebell in the common area for you to lift with.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
They
If you
said...
don't like, we will shoot you out the torpedo hole.
One video I watched said that they didn't have a hot tub like some of the newer submarines, but another video I watched said it did have a hot tub.
I hate when my
submarine doesn't have a hot tub.
Fucking hot tub.
But this...
Does it have an ice plunge? Ice plunge, then hot tub?
I don't know.
I mean, that's the standard today. And then a shower afterwards.
I don't know.
Bacon, egg sandwich, nap afternoon.
I don't know, dude. You just making shit up. So there was sister ships to in the Oscar II class. They had made 11 other Oscar II vessels. They were supposed to make 14.
Oh, now you call it Oscar. I think we got to go back and change that.
What?
It wasn't Oscar, was it?
Yeah, originally it was Oscar.
It was...
Yeah, but that was the Russian...
I'm fucking with you.
This is what we call them. Get over yourself. They were made between 1985 and 1999. The Kursk was one of the newest. It was commissioned in 1994. But you see, they were making them up till 1999. Others were built and started, but never finished their commission. So some of them are just rotting.
I am shocked, literally. Like, I really thought this was like way back in like the 70s, 60s, 80s.
No.
It's not that far off. Like,
so 3 of these have been decommissioned completely. One was lost at sea. The other are either active or being modernized right now.
Do you know what that means? Lost. So a whole entire sub.
It's the Kursk.
No, you said, hold on.
3 have been decommissioned. The Kursk was lost at sea. I said 1 was lost at sea.
I'm sorry. I fucked up. I thought you said more than 1 was lost at sea.
No. I said 1 was lost at sea.
Yes.
And the others remain active or being modernized.
I'm stupid.
So what had happened the day of the incident, and now this is what an investigation came up with years later. There are many speculations as to what happened.
Oh, I'm sure.
And the Russian government was closed mouth about this. They lied and they lied to the families. They lied to the public. They lied to everybody.
Hold on. You fucking commie bastards. Go fuck yourself. Come to America.
Multiple countries offered help. The United States offered help and they declined.
Do you think the group that got sucked through that little hole that we talked about last time offered help? That diving
I don't know.
Incident, like, we come to help shoes. And like,
I forget what country actually went.
We're stupid. No, we will cover everything up and like Norway or something.
What country actually did the? Let me look. I'm going down, and here we go again.
I'm sorry.
I can't find the name of the country that actually helped them.
Oh, I thought you were looking for the country that.
And we're back after a beer change break. We switched to Pivo, which is a Czech Pilsner.
Czech deliciousness.
It's so good. Also from Copper's Brewing Company, Hamburg.
Golden brown.
Okay, so let's get to the incident itself and go through what the official record shows now. At about 11:28 a.m. local time, a malfunction in a torpedo caused a leak of hydrogen peroxide, which triggered an explosion in the forward torpedo room, resulting in a fire igniting the warhead of the torpedo, causing a catastrophic blast. Okay, so the funny thing about this is this was a naval exercise, and what they were doing is they were shooting these torpedoes at a ship to hit. And these...
A live ship or
a live ship, one of their own ships. And these torpedoes were supposed to be light loads, so it wouldn't cause damage to the ship.
Okay.
But the people on the ship would know that they were hit.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. Well, even so, whatever they did that caused the leak of the hydrogen peroxide, that's what caused the explosion. 2 minutes later, a second, much larger explosion, likely from more torpedoes detonating, tore through the forward compartment and devastated much of the submarine's interior. Compartments 1 through 4 were obliterated. So, as well as the partial loads on here, they did have live loads in case something happened that they had to go to war. They had to be prepared for something happening.
Yeah, sure.
There were U.S. subs in the area tracking the progress of this military exercise. There was another sub. I forget what country it was. I don't know. I don't think it was UK, but there was another country subs. It was a UN sub, which we'll get to later because that's important. The submarine sank rapidly, coming to rest at 108 meters, 354 feet on the sea floor, with the bow plowed into the clay seabed at a steep angle. And they said it was into the clay a few meters. The initial explosion instantly killed all the crew members in the first compartment due to poor compartmentalization and the pressure ventilation ducts left open. It rapidly incapacitated or killed those in the adjacent sections. At least 23 men survived the blast in the rear sections, but the compartment they isolated themselves in eventually was overcome by rising carbon monoxide. So we know this because they were in complete darkness now, but one of the officers wrote a journal while they were there. Now, they only lasted a couple hours. So the rescue attempts didn't happen right away because Russian bureaucracy. Like, it was almost a full day and a half until Putin found out about this.
There is no sub.
What sub?
What sub?
I do not know what you speak of.
We do not operate in the oceans. Anyways, that's fucked up. I mean, I think when you take a life of celibacy and join the Secret Service, you also take with you that notion you're going to die. There's a very good chance you're going to die, and nobody will ever fucking know your name.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
I agree.
It's a sad thing to say, but yeah, that's how it is.
The Russian authorities initially rejected outside help, partially due to fears of NATO espionage and suspicion that the official statement implied possible foreign involvement in sinking. So, initial statements to the Russian press, the Russian government said that a NATO sub collided with the Kursk. And that's what sunk it. And that's a story they stuck to for several days.
Okay.
And
I don't even know why they continue to perpetuate lies, because when it comes out, like, they're not, that's false.
yeah. But this was, even for the first, I think, day and a half, Putin didn't even know about it. He wasn't informed. He wasn't briefed.
I can't believe Putin was president, I guess,
Yes.
during this time.
Yes.
And he's still president now.
Yes. Well, he took a lot of heat over this. He had one of the parents. He went in front of the parents and families of the victims, and basically one of them. Now, this is Russia, where if you speak out against the government, you could find yourself disappeared.
Yeah, sure.
She got in his face and basically said, "We're going to bury you. They won't find your body."
Said that to Putin.
To Putin, not in those words, but
Sure.
but basically that's what she was saying.
Big Mama's words.
Yeah.
Like mother.
Yeah.
You know how a mother would do it.
Angry bear mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would you do the same?
I don't know.
I feel like we would.
Honestly, I would.
What are you gonna do? Kill me?
I'll
tell you first.
I'd say that's what I'd say, but being in a country where you could be murdered just for your hey, we're in that country now.
But
be murdered for just the things you say.
Anyways,
they said President Putin's delay in addressing disaster and his administration's perceived mishandling provoked a national outcry and diminished public trust.
You know what? A little side note: I got a little pissed off this morning. Well, I was already pissed off this morning. No, no. Well, yeah, you didn't bring me a fucking breakfast sandwich, dickhead.
Do you want one tomorrow? There's one in my refrigerator. There's a breakfast wrap in my
No,
I'm not going to be there.
I was mad because some news thing came up and it was Putin. He's like threatening to use nukes. And I got fucking pissed off. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, how dare you? You threaten the whole world with nuclear weapons. I'm like, you fucking dictator bastard. And I'm like, that motherfucker should be killed.
Whoa.
Up.
No. I don't believe in assassinations.
Your lack of enthusiasm tells me otherwise.
I don't believe in assassinations.
I do. I mean, hold on.
I do believe in hunting accidents.
Listen to me. What I thought about was my child. And I'm like, my child has to live in a world where this bullshit's going on. I'm fucking pissed. Like, fuck you. How dare you fucking threaten me? I'll take you out, motherfucker. We'll take you out. Why doesn't somebody take that cocksucker out? I don't want to make this a...
I will say this, and I don't want to argue with you because I understand how you feel. I have kids too. I feel partially the same way. However, I have tried to put myself in check because once I justify that, I'm no better than a person that justifies saying that someone like Charlie Kirk is a threat because of the way he thinks and speaks. Not that he can inflict the same damage on other people, but they think he can. The people who are out there cheering for someone dying because of the way he spoke, they think that what he speaks is inflicting damage on other people and affecting their lives, which it wasn't. But it's one step away, and I've had to reflect on that. Because I've said in the past, a dictator, you take him out. But
do you think they're not spreading hate speech like Charlie did? They're actually threatening our way of life. Like, I'll just launch a fucking nuclear weapon into one of your major towns, and then you see how you deal with me.
I don't know.
I don't want to stand for that, man.
I get it. But like making that justification, you're just one step closer to.
I want to be one step ahead of the cocksucker.
One step closer to.
That being said, like, I don't know Like, obviously, we've never talked to him. We only get fed news information from certain feeds. So it could be totally wrong. Like, we don't know what that guy's thinking. He could be put the shoe on the other foot. He could be thinking the same thing we're thinking. Oh, they're threatening me, my way of life. I don't know.
Well, you in any war,
I'm torn.
And I've had this conversation with other people before. In any war, there's two sides, and both sides think they're righteous.
Sure. Yeah, you're fighting for something.
The German soldiers, not all of them stood for what Hitler stood for, but they felt in what they were doing, they were righteous. They were protecting their country.
Yep.
And obviously, from our perspective, they were on a very, very wrong side of righteous. And but from their perspective, we were trying to take their homeland from them. We were trying to take what they felt was theirs from them.
Wait a minute. You know what's coming. You're of German descent.
Okay, let's use something else.
You just went to... You were just dressed up for an SS uniform.
I was not.
Oh, I misunderstood the Oktoberfest. Like, God damn, Michael.
It was later.
What's with the death head?
It was later, Hosen. It was not.
Anyways, I don't know, Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do, but
I think it's 110, 120. Like, you can fight. I don't know.
I just think people start getting on a slippery slope.
I think,
and when you justify that
killing with killing,
then the left can justify what they did and what they're doing, the violence that they're perpetrating, and because in their mind it's the same.
Well,
it's not.
We might edit this out, but
I don't think I'm going to edit this out.
How do you feel about like the aggression on the Ukraine from Russia?
I think it's wrong. However, everybody who's crying for Ukraine is one of the most corrupt governments in the world.
Sure, they're corrupt.
But is what's happening to them right? No. What's happening to the people is wrong, 100%. But nobody's talking about what the Ukraine government's doing. They're, what's it called? Inscripting?
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
They're walking into towns telling them, hey, 14-year-old kid, you're now in the army. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's right.
But
a 14-year-old kid?
They stand to lose their country.
I understand that. And you have to do something.
And you
can't put children in the war.
That happened in this country.
The draft
might not have been a draft, but they did drum up like, hey,
they drum up the fervor.
You had die or
you had kids who were under draft age wanting to join. Different thing.
Okay.
Much different.
Wanting to join?
They weren't going.
Or listen, Michael.
They weren't going into bumfuck Iowa and walking down the street and grabbing kids that were 12, 13, 14 years, 15 years old and saying, you're now in the military.
But
here's a gun. Go fight.
If I told you, I'm trying to ease into this. Like, hey, and I would do the same. If I was,
I would have too.
A countryman or country boy, like, hey, listen, we need you.
I would go.
We need you to fight.
You wouldn't have had to draft me.
If you don't fight, then you're part of the problem.
I joined up.
Exactly.
And after 9/11, I tried to re-sign up.
Well, you know what I tried to do during 9/11? Let me tell you a story. And it all involves the Marine Corps.
Fucking Marine Corps.
Ah, damn it. I'm a used bag of goods, man. Pissing me off. I would have totally fought for our country, but
now you've served in another way since then.
Have I?
What we do is service.
You think so?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Well,
We do something that 99% of the people on this earth, including most of the people in the military, would never do.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you feel that way.
I absolutely do. I always have.
I think I need to be told that
Who
more often.
Who would intentionally get up every morning and go to a job where you know at some point during the day someone could stab you in the neck, stab you in the back, throw something from the second tier on top of you. You might have to break up a fight with two guys who are HIV positive, two guys that have hepatitis.
Yeah.
To be exposed to all these blood products.
I told you
people who would throw shit and piss on you without even thinking, because all that shit's happened to me.
Yeah.
Not except for getting stabbed in the neck.
I didn't get stabbed in the neck. Just yesterday or the day before, I got called in. And it was a clogged fucking toilet on N&O. And the snake got stuck in there. I was pulling it out.
Yep.
I was like, I whacked out. I fucking snapped. And then I sat there and I did deep breathing. I was like, okay. I got shit and piss on me as normal. It's not the first time.
Nope.
And I was just pissed off. I'm like, damn it. It's my Sunday. It's my fucking should be doing this.
Well, you know how I'm kind of a germaphobe.
No, you.
I had to go in Delta, and I put a glove on, but it's useless. You're sticking your hand in the toilet. You get in that far, and it's over your glove.
It fills your glove up,
and it's worse. It's worse.
I'm lucky because those new gloves we have, they go up to here.
The orange ones.
Yeah,
I like the orange ones, and they still go up to there, but I was past it.
I flushed the shit out of the toilet, so it overflowed, and the cleaners were there. And I'm like, just squeeze this out into the floor drain.
Mop, mop, mop.
And then it was clearish water, and I just stuck my hand in there, and I dug out all the shit that would get in there. But still, I mean, I get splashed in my face and my hair.
I pulled a sheet out of that toilet. Because they needed to sell.
How the fuck did we get on this conversation?
I got splashed. I've had my arm up to my shoulder.
Rite of passage.
Pulling rice out of a drain where two kitchen workers dumped rice. And I had them down there cleaning that rice up off the floor.
You were down with us last time, weren't you? When we had that meatball explosion. Rice explosion.
I was sort of there.
I'm pretty sure you were involved with it, or you had your crew. But where the fuck? What was our original conversation on?
The conversation was we're doing something that.
Oh, that was the
and all of that.
I could join the Marine Corps.
Is that
what
you?
Is that? Are you calling me?
Me?
Oh, it's my dad. My dad's calling me. All right, I'll call him back.
Anyway.
So, I don't know how we got on that tangent, but...
well, because you couldn't join the Marine Corps, and I know how you feel because you really wanted to join. You really wanted to serve. I understand that.
Yeah. I think that will piss me off till the day I die.
I understand that feeling because after I got discharged, I felt like a failure.
I never felt like a failure. I just felt
I felt like I failed at what I was doing, but
sure,
I couldn't.
Well,
control
how about
I couldn't control the injury.
What is worse, feeling like a failure or feeling like you're not good enough, like you were never worthy?
To me,
we're not even gonna pick you up, son. You're no thanks. Knowing damn well,
I would have tried the Army after that. They would have taken you.
Knowing damn well that I could do what I.
If not, you could have went to the Air Force or Coast Guard.
I was too big for the Air Force.
They'll take anybody.
The Air Force has you can't have
Yeah, you got to be really smart for the Air Force, too.
Smart, skinny.
Coasties would have took you.
No.
Hey.
Hey.
Actually, I give props to the Coast
I'm
Guard
gonna
for what they
splash
did.
around you right now in your bubble bath.
I give a lot of props for what the Coast Guard does.
So I'm over it. I'm over. That was 20 fucking years ago. I just love to tell the story because it.
Because I made you tell it 3 times on air.
Yeah, it always hits, right?
It does. But the point is you have served since then in a way that 99% of the population would never do.
I do often hear like all the cops that come up there and like, dude, I would never do it. You guys,
My father, being a police officer for 40 some years, said he would never, ever, 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 ever work in a jail.
It takes a special breed.
It does.
And
You know, one of the new guys quit already.
Oh, who? Don't tell me.
One of the guys still in training.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's finish this up because
yes, sir.
I'm getting hungry.
Oh,
Let's see, Putin's delay.
your ass is good.
So the salvage. What?
What's your ass is getting hungry? I'll feed you.
Get the fuck out of here. The salvage thing. They were offered help from so many people for salvage, and
Of course.
Well, the U.S. I think wanted to help with salvage because they wanted to have a look at their new.
Fuck yeah!
I have no doubt about that.
All of them did.
Norway and Britain both offered. The Norwegians.
Hey, we will take this submarine at the bottom of your. Why am I Italian?
I don't know.
Pepperonis.
Linguini, fettuccine.
We will take a submarine for pepperonis. No, fettuccinis.
So, the Russians tried to salvage, and they had so many problems because they had such defective equipment, and that stands today. Even with the Ukraine war, their equipment has not been maintained properly.
It's shite. And I have to wonder, what the fuck are you doing, you communist state? Like, what are you doing with your money?
They're propping themselves up.
We prop ourselves up, but we have the state of the art fucking equipment. What you none of your fucking people make money, right? Or they do, but
the oligarchs make money.
Yeah. And so I'd rather have a big old yacht than state security. Anyways, go ahead.
So a Dutch company, finally, they signed the Dutch company and they paid them millions of dollars to go down and lead the salvage with a custom lifting barge. However, so they went down and they were recovering the bodies. They went down and they cut these rectangular holes in the side, but only Russian divers were allowed in the sub. And they recovered the bodies. And then the Dutch company lifted the hull up onto the barge, and they finally got it out of the water. And but it was a technical challenge because it was almost 2 meters into the seabed, the clay in the seabed, so that there was so much suction trying to get it out. They had like 4 or 5 failures before they got it up.
God.
And they, at this point, they're still going with a hit a NATO ship, a hit a NATO sub. It wasn't until like years after that the full thing came out. And the Kursk disaster and its aftermath remain as a symbol of both technical achievement and controversial crisis handling, casting a long shadow over Russian naval policy and politics. And I think politics in the world in general, because if we think that the Russian government's the only one that lies to us about shit, you're fooling yourself.
Oh,
Absolutely fooling yourself.
Absolutely. So they had like the most technological advanced submarine at the time.
Well, for them.
For them, they had a mishap, blew up, shot down to the bottom of the sea, embedded itself into the fucking sea, and did. Oh, we didn't. Is this it?
That's it. Was there more?
I think there was.
What?
How the U.S. raised it?
The U.S. didn't raise it. The
Are you
U.S.
kidding me?
The U.S. had no part in the rescue effort, the recovery effort, or the raising of it.
Who raised it?
The Dutch companies, the Dutch salvage companies.
So what I was understanding was that we raised it and reverse engineered.
No, you're talking about another crash.
What?
And it was done in secret.
Oh, the next episode. I love it, dude. This is very fan.
And that might be from a movie. It might not be in real life.
This was very. I really thought this was really interesting because it was like the heart of the Cold War. You have a very top secret sub technology, and it's going back and forth. And my mistake, I thought that the U.S. raised the sub, reverse engineered it, and then built their technology off of this.
No, what I found most telling about this is the Russians said how technologically advanced this sub was and how they thought they fooled the Americans with one of their operations and how wrong they were. That the Americans knew where the sub was the whole time because they already had a sound signature. So to the Americans, this was not a technologically advanced sub.
It was like nothing for them.
Every underwater object makes a certain noise.
Sure.
And this was no different.
Sonar signal.
Just like you have guys in the ship that put these headphones on and all they do is listen. And they'll pick up a noise and they could tell you if it's a whale. They could tell you how far the whale is away. They could tell you if it's a freighter, what kind of freighter it is. They could tell you like everything. These guys are trained so everything has a sound signature. So they'll take the sound and it comes up on a screen and you'll get a sign, a wave on the screen and it looks a certain way. And now the new computers will match it to their index. It's an index of all these sounds. And the computer now will tell you exactly what it matches to. But they have they had a sound signature for this exact vessel. Every single one in this class, they had a sound signature for.
Dude, that's crazy.
So they already knew what was operating in the area. And I'm sure the Russians do too.
So they thought they were ahead of us, but we were way ahead of them.
They might have been ahead of us in one thing, and then we were ahead of them in detection. You know what I mean? So they're never.
Do you ever think it will never be like this between us two countries? That tit for tat?
I think it's always going to be like that. We're too ideologically different.
And why? We want the same things.
No, we don't.
You don't think so? You don't think the Russian people want a democracy to live in peaceful trade?
I think a lot of people in Russia just want the government to take care of them. And they're willing to give up their freedom for that. I think there's people in the United States that want the government to take care of them and give up their freedom for that.
Okay. No, that's good. That's a good observation. That's
a lot of people don't care what they have to give up to as long as they don't have to do anything and everything's taken care of for them.
I mean, I'd rather the opposite.
Me too. I'd rather work for everything I have. Because the government's not going to take care of everything. They're going to give you what you maybe need to get by, but not everything you want.
I'd rather work till I'm crippled, which I'm almost there. And work hard and rather than you look at it, what the fuck is my government going to give to me?
They're not going to give you anything because you work for your stuff. They're going to take what you have and they're going to try to give it to other people.
Yeah, I just don't believe that. Just,
That's what bothers me. Because any government that gives free stuff away, it's not free. You're taking it by force from other people to give it to people who are not working for it.
I was a little perplexed the other day. I was watching, I don't know what the fuck news channel it was, but it was about the Ukraine-Russia war. Ukraine attacked Russia somewhere, and it showed a Russian city. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that city looks very, very modern. And like there's free people walking around. There's lights. There's high-rise buildings. It doesn't look like that communist bloc bullshit. And I'm like, huh. And that's what made me think. I'm like, okay, these motherfuckers want the same shit that we want. I don't want to be told, by some government that, you need this, that, and the other, or you're, I want to be free. I want to work for myself. I want to do my own thing.
Well, like in Canada, you have a salary cap in Canada. You can only make so much. That's why some hockey players don't want to play for Canadian teams.
And I think most of the Canadian hockey players come to the U.S. and play here.
So, anyway, wrap this up.
Word up.
We took on the sinking and rising of the Kursk. And you go take on the world. I wish I could throw up the picture that we came up with, but I like that picture.
That's a good picture.
But you'll see it on the video head. But you guys go take on the world.
Hold on, stop. Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Okay, boomer.
Damn millennials. Wow. Did not know that. Even flirters who are obviously mentally ill. You want to be my wife? Oh, this is going to go downhill real quick.